Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Jazz and I'm the founder of BollyOn Studios. Today we're going to do a tutorial on how to do Lotus Hands. So Lotus Hands is this motion here, this movement here, okay? So oftentimes we get asked, how do you do it? And sometimes in class we don't always get the opportunity to break everything down. So hopefully this video will help you in terms of understanding how it works. Now, this is my right hand, this is my left hand. What we're going to do is we're going to join our wrists here, okay? So my fingers are kind of pointing up, like outwards, and it kind of looks like a bit of a bowl, if that makes sense. So fingers are relaxed, so we're not here like this. We're just relaxed in this position. And again, the idea is what we're going to do is we're going to rotate. So thinking of this motion here, like this, looks like a lotus, right? Because I'm facing it to the camera here as well, okay? But when we do this motion, we start off in right hand up and left hand down so that we can start the circle and end it, okay? So we're going to start the circle by, all I'm doing is rotating my wrists. I'm not moving in any way, as in I'm just moving both of my hands who are connected in the middle where my wrist is, and I'm just rotating and moving it here, okay? So that motion. So we're going to go one and, okay? Now from here, this is where the tricky bit happens. When you are doing this motion and you are around and you kind of come to that, the right hand is kind of now down, what you're going to do is your left hand is going to kind of close in, and your right hand, your wrist, is going to go around and kind of come back. So what did I do? My right wrist, if you look at my right wrist, all I did was I kind of went around, so I kind of cupped and kind of followed that wrist, and I kind of imagine like a magnetic field, right? And all I'm doing is going around. So when I do that, naturally, one elbow kind of goes up, the other hand, the wrist at the bottom goes down, and we kind of come together, okay? So we don't necessarily have to keep it connected. However, when we're learning it, oftentimes what we see in the class then ends up being, there's no connection. So we try and keep the connection in the slow speed as much as possible, because in the faster speed, it will break, okay? So in this position, right hand up, left hand down, we're going to rotate. When we get to right hand down, left hand closes inwards a little bit, okay, and the right hand is going to go around, and when it goes around and crosses over, the fingers come back up again. Does that make sense? So right hand up, left hand down, we're going to rotate where right hand is down, left hand is up. From here, left hand closes in a little bit, right hand is going to swap over, and the fingers come back up again, and the fingers come back up again. So that is the way that lotus becomes a lotus. And as you do it, and as you can see, eventually, you don't really need for it to exactly be touching the entire time. It's a little bit tedious if you have to touch it the entire time, right? So when you're doing that flip especially, it ends up looking like just a very light flip. So you don't have to exactly touch the entire time, okay? So but the idea is the fingers from pointing up, right hand up, down, your fingers kind of go in to kind of go back into a circular motion. I hope that makes sense. Now, to make your lotus look really nice, there's two things. First thing is you can, of course, definitely do a soft fingers like the way that I'm doing it. But if you want it to look bigger, you can use the energy in your fingers and actually make it look like a lotus. Again, not many people use this as a step. However, it depends on what the choreography entails. But it's a good way to really extend your fingers and use them in the motion. And what I'm doing is I'm using like a hello, like this kind of a motion. So I'm using this in the lotus so that it looks bigger and perhaps looks nicer as well. So we go quicker. When we go quicker, we don't have the time, the flexibility to do the fingers. However, when we go slow, we can do that. It can do it with the fingers essentially. Again, depends on the choreography, but it gives you an idea of how to kind of use your fingers and kind of open the fingers up into essentially a lotus hand. Okay, so again, this is the motion, nice and soft, and as you can see, I'm not connecting in that rotation, but I am rotating and connecting, rotating, connecting, rotating, connecting. When I rotate, my fingers go down, as you can see, they go down and then it goes back up. Down and then goes back up. All right, and that is what you have it. You can go this way, you can go this way, you can go any way, and it's, I guess also in Malaysian we'll say this as a roti canai motion. In some way, shape or form, whatever you'd like to call it. That's entirely up to you, but we call it the Lotus Hand, and I hope you found that helpful. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one.